Now, I don't know your guys' feelings on this, but it really felt like last year Mattel was favoring certain episodes of Cars on the Road and completely neglecting others. They did so much for the Salt Fever and Showtime episodes, but really nothing at all for Getting Hitched, Road Rumblers, B-Movie, etc. Lights Out in there as well. Now, they did do Cruz Ramirez, who only appeared in the wedding episode, but she really feels like more of a overarching main character release and not an episode specific one like Mateo here. But yeah, that's great. 2023 has come and saved us of last year's woes. We're getting Mato in about a month, which feels a little backwards. I feel like we should have gotten her first, but hey, no big deal. I'm just happy that in the end we'll have both of them, and in less than a year since the series came out. I think that's pretty much a big win. But yeah, let's get into it. This guy came out of 2023 Singles Case H, which I just unboxed about a week ago. I'll leave the link for that in the description below and card suggestion pop-up in the top right-hand corner. It's a great, great case. Also has Jeremy, Cryptid Buster Mater, and a few others we'll take a look at here on the back of this guy. But yeah, the artwork looks nice, pretty standard. It shows his bouquet of flowers that he's got on his side view mirror. The teal wheels to match Mato, his newly wed wife. But yeah, this guy's quite interconnected now. I mean, he's Cruz Ramirez's cousin, Mater's new brother-in-law, kind of like a brother-in-law to McQueen, because Mater and McQueen are basically brothers. I mean, he is just the man now, right? New for 2023, love to see it. On the back, we got a couple similar timed releases. Cryptid Buster McQueen, who's in this case, but debuted a while ago. You have Griswold, who is in this case. You have Cryptid Buster Mater, who's in this case. Jeremy, who is in this case. Now, although they are in this case, Jeremy and Mater they're not in the Walmart version of this case, the 12 count version. So that's really unfortunate. Mateo, however, is. So, you know, if you could take anything, any shining light away from this, it's the fact that Mateo is in this case. Now, Niles Speedcone over here was supposed to be in this case. He got pushed back to J, which because of some oddities and weirdness has already come out, and I already unboxed it and reviewed pretty much every car from it, so you can check that out. And the Quadra Torcasar was also supposed to be in Case H, but has been postponed indefinitely. We don't know when or if he will come out. That's a little disturbing, a little saddening, because we've almost gotten a carded reveal for everything so far this year. I mean, we see Randy, Mato, Kabuto with flames. We got it all. We haven't seen some of the final cars from the final case, though. You know, Mark Wheelson's Eulabon Mater, Miles Axelrod with opening hood, all of which kind of appear within the same, 30 seconds. It's kind of weird that they're releasing them together. But whatever, maybe he's in that case, which hopefully he is, because if he was canceled, that would really, really be unfortunate. But I'll be right back with Mateo all busted open. Man, he is so small. I really did not expect him to be this small. Like, even seeing him when I opened the case, I was like, man, he looks small. And now opening him, it's like, yeah, wow, he is super duper small. Let's just get that right out of the way right now. I mean, here is McQueen. And then let's get Luigi, who is basically now the same size as Mateo, which is kind of nuts, because I never would have expected that. And I'm honestly not sure how accurate that is. Maybe it is. Maybe I'm just tweaking here, but I mean, look at this. Mateo's like half the length of McQueen, and he's about 3/4 of the width. Mateo is a little taller, though, but man, yeah, it's like, is this really worth the $5 if I were to find them at Target? I mean, this is a small vehicle. I mean, this is literally Luigi size, no doubt. I mean, this is the same amount of girth and metal as Luigi here. So it almost feels like he should have been included with Justice Stern, like Luigi and Guido are always included together. I mean, yeah, this is basically like Luigi on his own. So that's a little disappointing. But maybe it's accurate. Maybe I'm just tweaking. Maybe when we get Mato, it'll make sense, even though that might look really weird. Mato's like huge and Mateo's like minuscule. But yeah, there is Mateo in the episode Getting Hitched. Yeah, not the first wedding we've witnessed in the Cars universe. Of course, Stanley and Lizzie. And maybe not the last if we ever see McQueen and Sally shack on up. But yeah, let's take a look here in depth. Good smile, good expression, nothing too wild. But yeah, it looks pretty accurate. I like the white trim he's got going on here. That is a separate plastic piece, not a part of the main metal body. Same thing with the side view mirrors here and this little nice bouquet of flowers. That looks pretty good. He's got purple eyes. Look at that. But yeah, look at the grain along his eyelids right there, though. Ugh. He does have slight teal accenting on those rims. S11A means he was made during the 11th week at the A factory of this year. J01-20S. I really wonder whose initials and whose birthday that is. Can't read any other text on it because it is quite blurry. But yeah, man, this is going to be a quick review because this guy is tiny. He's got a little antenna up here, which is a plastic piece, very firm. I mean, he looks good. It accomplishes the job, and thank God, though, he is in that Walmart pack or that Walmart case, so you can get him for the $3.97 or whatever it is over there instead of hoping to find him later at Target for $5 because this is basically Luigi. I mean, here are a couple other examples of similar cars. You have Franca, or no, this is Francesca. And yeah, she was a single, but makes sense because she's fairly bigger than him. They both have the antenna on top there. Now, Okuni and him are almost the same model. But yeah, you could tell that Matteo is markedly shorter than, well, obviously, but also smaller just in general than Okuni, and by nature than Shigeko and Tomiko. I feel like they've struggled with this model for a long time because technically Ruka here and Matteo are supposed to be like the same model car. They're both like the Micro Luxus, which is a fictional car model within the Cars universe, but they've used it many, many times. Of course, Yukio, Hiroki, I'll show you a whole bunch of them here in a moment. But yeah, Ruka's probably the best one to compare Matteo to. And they both have the antennas up there. Very similar features with the door stripe here. And yeah, I feel like Ruka's probably a little big, but then you got Matteo here who's a little small. And it's like they just could not strike that happy medium of accuracy. Just went from one extreme to the other. So yeah, that was Ruka. Cartney brake in here. Also, the same model, kind of. I mean, slightly different. Slightly different. Different grille, lights. Doesn't have that stripe across the door. But yeah, for all intensive purposes, it's the same. Yukio. This guy looks so cute. I remember really wanted to find this guy in a store. And I know he was a Super Chase, so that was kind of a pipe dream. But I did find the other two Super Chases that year in a store, being Hiroki here, and then Takeshi, who I'll show in a moment. This is so cool. I love the glasses on this guy. These were some pretty awesome releases. They're all the same model, but they all have such unique and different accessories or doodads on them. Like he's got the glasses and the weird hat. Takeshi's got the giant battle helmet and a really cool shouting expression. I think this helmet actually is removable, or at least maybe. I can't remember. I feel like it was off in the packaging and you had to apply it. But yeah, again, just showing you guys that Matteo is quite a bit smaller than all these guys who's technically the same model as him. So, I don't know, a little disappointing, but you guys let me know what you think in the comments section below. Let's get the whole gang up. Of course, we don't have his wife yet, but we have McQueen, and we have Mater, and we have his cousin Cruz, and then we have Jonathan Schiffko, who just looks like a fancy car to have attended the wedding, because apparently they only invited like the richest of the rich cars. It's like Corvettes, Audis, Maseratis only, Mustangs too, okay? Yeah, but they have to be the old Mustangs. They have to be like 60s Mustangs. No one else can come. So, yeah, we're pretty classist over here at the Mato and Matteo household. That's just how it goes. I don't know. What the hell, though? Seriously, they literally only included the nicest of the nice models. And I get you trying to, uphold the sentiment that they're at this huge mansion and Mato is such a fancy looking car compared to Mater. But yeah, I mean, it really is a huge contrast between like the cars that Mato hangs around, and then the cars that Mater hangs around, which is just a bunch of random cars, essentially very different, unique cars in Radiator Springs. So, at the heart of it does kind of have a fun undertone. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate your support as per usual, and I'll see you next time for another video. Bye now.